Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you with another video and I am going to be doing a makeup application. But before we do, I forgot to mention a couple of things. I forgot to mention my cut crease brush. I only use my NYX glitter glue and I just put that, I just prepare it, I just put it on and take it off and put it on about 2 times. And what it does is it makes the brush stiff so that it's easier for me to do a cut crease when I'm wanting to do that. I also neglected to mention these little things right here. Beauty blenders. They're new to me as well. You have your small ones, you get little places, and then you have your big ones. For the beauty blenders, you can use them wet or dry. Of course, if they're wet, they're used with liquid products. And if they're dry, they're used with your dry products like your powders and things like that. Now, I'm going to do like a day look, not nothing too drastic, but yeah, and the brushes that I'll be using are these, my main blending brushes. The brushes are designed for our use, so we have to find the brushes that work for us. And that's not necessarily a one-stop shopping trip, because you have to figure out what works for you and your face and your eyes, and that may not work for someone else. My case in point is that my eye, from the eyebrow to the closed lower lid, has a little bit of space in it, right? But if your eye is a little bit smaller, then perhaps a bigger brush like this won't work for you. You may only need a couple of these brushes. This is a Morphe M506 brush. And you may want to get 3 or 4 of these, because these may work if you don't have that much distance between the eyebrow and the closed lower lid, if that makes sense. Because like I said, a brush like this will move a lot of product. And you want the product to look exactly like it does on the palette. I'm starting out priming my eyes with the NYX Glitter Eye Primer. I use my fingers for this particular product because it just appears to go on better for me. It just works out better for me. But for the other primers, I do use a brush. I am going to attempt to do my eyebrows using an angled MAC 266 SE brush and my Tarte eyebrow pomade. This is a step that I hadn't done in the past, and it's a work in progress for me. So what I do is I just fill in the open spaces and try to even it out on both sides. To move the product, I use a spoolie to go from one end of the brow to the other, and it's a challenge, to be honest. It appears that I can never get both brows the same. Yikes. But practice makes perfect. For the eyeshadows, I'm using the Morphe palette in the colors Canvas and Punch Me, which are the top 2 on the left, and Benny is the second from the top on the right. When applying shadows, you might want to tap off the excess powder or it'll tap off onto your face. In the past, I used to follow the method of a light color on the lid, a darker color near the crease, and a light color near the top of the brow. But this isn't the case anymore. You can do whatever you want. You can have multiple colors in whatever order you want. The main thing is to blend them out, because that makes them flow seamlessly. The colors, I should say, flow seamlessly. Most people have hooded eyes, and what this means is that You can't see the entire eye because the skin below the brow bone folds down to the lid, basically covering the crease area. Now, to open up that area of the eye, you want to extend the crease color up to the brow bone, because that will attract the eye of someone looking at you, and it will appear that there's a space between it. And for this, the crease color, I'm using the Anastasia BH A25 brush, which is a smaller brush for the crease area because I want to keep the product as compact as possible. And you want to keep the other transition brushes as near you as well, because you will be using them regularly in the blending process. And the purpose of blending is to get rid of the harsh lines and to make the transition from one color to the other seamless. And here I'm doing my outer V because I just like the way it looks. It's in the shape of a V. And you just blend. For the lid color, I'm using the P. Louise Yes I Yellow base. It's more of an orange to me, using the matte cut crease brush mentioned earlier. And for the top glitter color, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette number 1 in the color C2, using the Morphe M167 brush. Now, as you can see, that if you don't put the top color on the primer, the eye primer, quickly you look up and this is what happens. So you can clean it up, but you don't want to do that step. So you just want to put it on fairly quickly. And look at that. Look at it. It makes the color really pop, doesn't it? And then you blend some more. Now, to brush off the excess powder, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills A12 brush. It's a bigger, fluffy brush, and it just moves it so that they don't go on your lashes. And to get into that corner, I'm using the Morphe M421 brush, and then for the inner corner, I'm using the ColourPop. I think it's an A5. And just to clean off the excess makeup fallout, I use the makeup wipes. And then clean it up a little bit more. For my face primer, I'm using the Rainfall by ColourPop. And I like it because it has the hyaluronic acid in it, and it has like a tacky feeling, which I do like. And for my face makeup, I'm using the MAC NC35 and the Mary Kay Bronze 1. I mix them depending on what time of year it is. I am always tan, so I can never find one color that's right for me, so I just use the two. Now I'm going to highlight using the Mary Kay Perfecting Concealer, and this is a step that I don't always do this way, and I just use a wet beauty blender to blend it out. And this is a step that I normally don't do. It's called baking or setting powder. And I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I do my eyeliner. And this is a work in progress for me too, because if you touch it while it's wet, it's a hot mess to clean up. So make sure you let it dry. And now here's the moment of truth. Those eyelashes. These are the Allure lashes, and oh my goodness, they are cooperating. This is a first. This is a Kodak moment, I tell you, because they never go on this easy. Never. This is amazing. And I use the Ulta Maximum Lashes Mascara to clean up my lid because there's always makeup on them. And it also helps my lid to adhere to the false lashes using my little helper I think that's called a beginner helper. I don't know the real name for it, but it works for me. Now I'm using the eyeliner pencil for the lower lash line, lower waterline. And I'm going back to using that ColourPop brush with the darker color, and then the Morphe M421 brush for the second color under the bottom. And then I'm going to use the Morphe M421 brush to clean it all up. It's like a smudger brush and it cleans everything up. Then I put the mascara on the lower lashes. Now I'm going to set the face makeup with the Ulta mineralized powder, and that also gets rid of the setting powder. I'm using the MAC mineralized blush in the A8 color and the MAC mineralized highlighter in the A25 color. I'm using the Purple Dash eyeliner for my lips, and the second color is the Trust in Red MAC lip pencil, and using the Ulta Nudely Interrupt color, which is really pretty. And I just use my finger to blend the liner with the lipstick. To set it all, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime setting spray, and just spray it all over, and that's it. We're done. This is the finished look. I hope you like it. Please comment below, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.